So this video is sponsored by Bityard, a crypto exchange with 9 out of 10 stars by the Coin Bureau guy, 400 cryptos to choose from their spot exchange, derivatives that include commodities, forex and traditional markets, as well as inverse perpetual coin futures, USDT perpetual futures and leveraged tokens. You can even set up a copy trading account so people can copy your trades, you earn commission on those trades, or you can follow other traders who have better results than you. Set an account up with a link in the description and get mystery box bonuses for completing random tasks. Bityard. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a quick look, assessment of the damage or the gains or whatever it is, however you manage to play this. So this is you will start off with the Nasdaq basically, because the Nasdaq is what's helped push everything down. I made that video, hopefully I don't suppose you watched it, but it was just saying from yesterday that, you know, the crypto losses over the weekend is going to move equities down, and then that's going to be a vicious circle, blah blah blah. And so yeah, that's all happened. This is your monthly. We're approaching that 50 exponential moving average and the bottom of the monthly Bollinger Band. So again, and towards this, yeah, a horizontal resistance. No, it's not a bullish scenario, but it's worthy of a bounce, which to which we may receive tomorrow. You know, the operative word being may receive tomorrow. Daily's got nothing really going for it whatsoever here on the daily. No divergence, no nothing. In fact, it's terrible looking. And the weekly, still absolutely nothing. Why would there be? There's a 200 simple moving average lurking around at the bottom of this horizontal. So there is a fair amount of support for Nasdaq around that 11,000. So we do have a little bit of time, you know, to bounce from here and there, and that will transpire onto Bitcoin, I would imagine. If we just have a little look at Bitcoin, that's Ethereum there. Let's have a little look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's obviously bouncing so far so good on this 200 simple moving average, the holy grail of hopium, I suppose. And yeah, it's been relatively anemic, I have to say. But when it comes to altcoins, it's you know, it's bittersweet. I don't know who said it. Someone was talking about the Bitcoin dominance chart when it reaches the, what is it, the 48.7, was it 48.7? Who was talking about that? Oh yeah, it was me. Here we go, 48.7% dominance for an altcoin rally. So like I say, it was bittersweet. We have a quick look at the Binance chart here, just some of these Bitcoin pairs, and lo and behold, you know, there has been some disproportionate moves when it comes to Bitcoin dumping harder than what appears to be the majority of altcoins, or at least small cap coins. Now this is the sort of thing I was talking about. You know me, I like to stack sats, you know, through whatever means necessary. Again, it is bittersweet because obviously the whole thing came down. I ended up, you know, moving into altcoins yesterday. As this video, as I said, it was only yesterday that I was doing it really, and obviously that everything dumped, and my altcoins sort of dumped to a lesser extent, meaning that I ended up earning some, well, I suppose earning or being rewarded with some Bitcoin. So again, it is bittersweet. We look at back at the dominance chart. This is your dominance chart on an hourly. There's no good there, but we'll take it to a daily, and we're already at a support, to be honest, which is your center of the Bollinger Band. Now this might end up continuing, as in, like, we may continue to see alts outperform Bitcoin for maybe throughout tomorrow. Tuesdays have a habit of turning around, you know, I suppose bouncing, for want of a better word. Turnaround Tuesday is what they call it. And if we do carry on with this momentum, then yeah, alts will still continue to outperform Bitcoin throughout tomorrow. I wouldn't really feel too comfortable in holding it any time after tomorrow. So whatever gains, if there's any, you know, by the end of even by the time you wake up in the morning, if there are any gains still left, you know, maybe tomorrow would be the last portion of that alt rally. So again, you know, you can call it an alt season, call it what you like. It is a reaction. It's the reaction that I've been waiting for, which is why I moved into those altcoins yesterday. But like I say, but for better, for worse. I also picked up another Bitcoin as well at that just front running that 200 exponential there. So that is me done for the bit. And if we do break down, which it would appear that we're likely to break down from this area, so I made that video again earlier. I've made quite a few videos recently, but I made a video earlier saying that you know, this is like a you know, everyone's loving this moving average, and I love it too. Let's face it, when it comes to lines on screens, I do love it. But it is a nice one, historically relevant for the last two bear markets in a row. But let's face it, this isn't a crypto bear market. This is a massive bear market for everything. Crypto, equities, you know, everything, you know, even the price of a loaf of bread, yeah, it's all gone crazy at the moment. The world's gone mad. So I still believe that the situation of buying Bitcoin on the way down is the best one. You know, if we looked at this as far as the downtrend was concerned, you know, I only started buying back at 40,000 after selling around 52 or 54 just before the Omicron situation, and buying all the way down is still the appropriate way to do it, and I will continue to do that with the funds I've got available. You know, I'll continue to do that all the way down to, well, wherever it goes. There's absolutely no problem at all. That's the game we play, because this chart is technically an up-only chart, like an indice, but it can seriously be dealt some savage blows throughout the rest of this year. There's no getting away from it. You know, if equities continue to fall, then this will certainly fall. So we'll see what kind of reaction we have tomorrow for traditional markets. See if we get the continuation of the pullback on the dominance chart, which means that those altcoins that I bought yesterday, I can probably continue to hold for another 24-hour period, potentially, maybe around this time tomorrow. Keeping a very close eye on it, obviously. See if I can make some more Bitcoin out of that, which is effectively that's the deal. I'll move out of a Bitcoin position into an altcoin position, then back into a Bitcoin position, see how many Bitcoin I earned through the process. It was never a great hand to be dealt, but it was one worthy of the play. And so far, you know, for the majority of the altcoins that I've picked up, it has worked out. But anyway, I'll leave it with you there. There's nothing a great deal more to say about the situation. We're gonna have to monitor it on a daily basis, really. And it's not this chart, really. It's the bigger charts. It's this one, really, which is why I dissected the top 3 on that other video that I made that came out, I suppose, at crack of dawn. It was an accident. It was supposed to come out yesterday, but it ended up coming out about 2 in the morning instead. But that video is effectively suggesting that, yeah, we're coming down. Nasdaq will likely come down to probably around 95, and maybe even at worst a full-on capitulation low formed around the upper 7,000s. And you can imagine what that would do to Bitcoin. Now, obviously, we're thinking about this, about where Bitcoin's going to be at the time. It doesn't mean that this dumps down to the tune of, what is this going to be, like a 30% drop or something, like, you know, close to, 32% drop. Obviously, Bitcoin, you would expect to mimic that and outperform that as well. But it depends on where Bitcoin is at the time. There is a chance, and again, no one knows exactly what's going on, but there is a chance that we do bounce significantly from here, up to 30,000 and beyond. You know, we can even extend this descending trend line here to show a resistance of where we could bounce up to at any point. You know, we could come down lower, we could bounce all the way up, back up to these levels, and if we were to break out of here, we'd have a really decent rally. So many resistances above us, though, so it's not worth speaking about it in any immediate bullish light. But there's still plenty of trading to be done. Like I say, you know, if you have attention to detail, if you like trading sats, you can still do that with the Bitcoin that you're prepared to keep. You just be careful about it, but you can do it. Just as we've seen today, these stacking sats is the name of the game, and sats have been stacked. You know, for many, if they did it, you know, in the same way that I did yesterday, it's worked out for you. You know, you have what on average, give or take, 5, 10, 20, maybe even 75% more Bitcoin than you had yesterday. So it can work, and you can do this throughout the entire bear market. You know, you can do this continuously throughout the whole bear market. Just treat Bitcoin as your balance, and focus on the amount of Bitcoin that you have, and not so much about what it's worth, because it's most likely going to turn around. There's no guarantees, but it's most likely going to turn around. And throughout that process, you just want to earn as many of them as possible. It's a tricky business, I have to say. It's definitely tricky, but this is one example of how it can be done, even if the returns are relatively small. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice evening. Good luck. Take it easy.